How many of you guys have a fear of getting older or being old and broke? That was a fear of mine. That was a fear of mine, of growing older, growing old, and then be broke. Guys, I don't care if you're in your 50s, your 60s, 70s, or 80s, nobody's going to have sympathy on you and come and save you. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but this is a dog-eat-dog world. And just because you're old, unless you got some children like me, you're not going to have anyone to lean on. You're not. No one is coming to save you guys. I'm glad I made decisions over the last 20 years that I don't have to worry about being old and broke or older and broke. That was a fear, but it's no longer a fear of mine because I know I've set my future up to where I know I won't be old and broke. But this is a dog-eat-dog world, guys. And unless you have a son like me in your life and you grow old and broke, you're probably not going to have anyone looking out for you. You know, I told my mother about a month ago that as long as I am living, she has nothing to worry about. That's a great position to be in. My mother would not have to worry about anything financially as long as I am living. And if I was to pass unexpectedly, she is a beneficiary in a lot of my accounts. So I know she'll still be taken care of. But guys, if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, no one is coming to save you financially. The way you live in your 20s and 30s and 40s, the money decisions you make in your 20s, 30s, and 40s will determine how you live in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Guys, when I went broke, if you're new to my channel, when I went rock bottom broke at the age of 35, so 19 years ago, when I went rock bottom broke, I had to come to grips with, I put myself there. I had to own up to it. I had to take accountability for it. Because I made financial decisions that eventually put me in a position to where I went rock bottom broke. You guys know I'm an open book. Back then when I was younger, in my late 20s, early 30s, I was running from child support. Then I needed more money on my checks, so then I was over withholding on my taxes. So they wasn't taking a whole lot of taxes out of my check. So I ended up owing the IRS a nice chunk of change. So all of that shit came to a head. All of it came to a head. IRS caught up to me. The back child support caught up to me. And I went belly up. I was having so much money taken out of my checks from both of those garnishments. If I wasn't with my ex-wife at that time, there's a good chance I probably could have been living on the streets. There's a good chance I probably could have been living on the streets because they were taking all of my money. All of my money. I think at that time I was making like 50 grand a year. And I was bringing home like $800 a month because all of my money was going to garnishments, back child support, and IRS payments. But I put myself in that predicament, guys. I couldn't blame nobody but Frank. Couldn't blame nobody about that situation but me. Couldn't be pissed at nobody but me because I did that to myself. Guys, if you're having money problems, look in the mirror. Because you did something to put yourself in that situation. Yeah, there are some things that's out of our control. Get laid off, get fired, get downsized on, department gets cut, job just goes belly up, go out of business. But even in situations like that, if you're not prepared for it, because you didn't save any money, because you didn't invest any money, you kept running up debt. So when situations like that happens that are out of our control, we actually did have control. We just decided to keep running up debt. We just decided to not save any money. We just decided to not invest any money. So now we're suffering. If you're having money problems, look in the mirror. What decisions did you make to cause you to have money problems? Did you buy too much house? Did you buy too much house? Did you rent too big of a house? Are you making a car note you know you can't afford? Do you have credit card debt? See, a lot of those are in your control. A lot of those scenarios are in your control. Your job didn't tell you to buy a house you couldn't afford. Your job didn't tell you to buy a car you couldn't afford. Your job didn't tell you to run up credit card debt. Your job didn't tell you to spend recklessly. Your job didn't tell you to go buy lottery tickets every day. Your job didn't tell you to smoke it up in weed. Your job didn't tell you to drink it up in bottles. You made those decisions. Your job didn't make those decisions. So some of the times we got to look ourselves in the mirror and take accountability for our actions, guys. Because the bottom line is, everybody's not sickly, everybody's not sick, or have a debilitating disease that prevents them from working. Everybody doesn't have a disability that's broke. Like, you have those anomalies, but that's not the majority of the population. Let's just be honest. A lot of times we just continue to overspend, run up debt, we don't save money, we don't invest money, and then when something bad happens, we want to blame everybody but ourselves. We want to blame the job for firing us. We want to blame the job for laying us off. We want to blame the job for going out of business. But then, what did we do when we was working? We kept running up debt. We kept buying shit we couldn't afford. We didn't save any money. We didn't invest any money. Guys, I'm going to tell you guys. Those who've been following me for a while, yes, I have a great career. I have a great career that pays me well. I have no issue with my pay. But me being a single male in today's time, living on my own, if I didn't still keep my debt minimal, save and invest, I could be in trouble today at 54. I could be in trouble today. Great income or not. Because it's not what you do with the income, it's how much you keep from that income. So great income or not, if I was out here being reckless with my money, not saving, not investing, not keeping my debt low, I would be in trouble right now. I would be screwed right now. But those decisions I made in the past have set me up for my future. So guys, again, I'm going to say, look in the mirror. If you're older and you're broke, look in the mirror. What decisions that you made, what decisions did you make that put you in the situation that you're in? So guys, I'm about to go in and work. You guys have a great day. Hope this was a motivational talk. This is Frank, and I'm out of here.